Hello traders, welcome to, my name is Sunday, you're welcome to Against FX. If you are new to this channel, please do subscribe to the channel. So do a subscription. It doesn't really cost anything. It won't cost you nothing. You just have to subscribe so that you can keep encouraging us. All right, for the sake of algorithm, all right, so that it can help others to discover the materials that we do release. All right, that is just it. And apart from that, once you subscribe to our channel, you will always be the first to be notified, most especially when you activate the bell. There's a bell sign that you need to activate. You activate it as soon as we upload a video, you'll be the first to be notified. And please do well to share our videos, all right? Share it on your social media so that other people can see it. All right, who knows? You might just be helping someone, even though maybe you are not interested in trading. I don't know, I don't see any reason why you should not be interested in trading, because this is something you can do in the comfort of your home. Even though you are still doing your 8 to 5 job, you can still be doing it. You have another stream of income. But the only thing is that trading is difficult. You have to study, you have to learn it. Imagine somebody want to be an engineer, it takes years. If you want to be a medical doctor, it takes years. If you want to be an accountant, it takes years. So is trading. All right, it's a financial stuff that you have to learn so much. If you are the type that don't have the Z to learn it, just forget about it. But by helping to share the video, it might just reach somebody who is interested in, you know, being a forex trader. All right, for financial market is very wide, and if you know what you are doing, you are just good. So that is just it. All right, today I'm going to be uh, teaching you guys on how to really trade, because trading is not all about you just trying an error. You are just doing trying and error. No, if you are still doing that, please stop it. For you to know what you are doing, you need to first of all understand how the market, the structure of the market. How does the market even move? How does price action behave? You need to know all that. Are we bullish? Why are we bullish? A trend that has been coming down, for example, a trend that has been going up like this, is now coming down. What is the reason? What is the reason? Then at what point now will this trend that is coming down now, turn and be going up? At what point? What will make you know that the trend now is not going to the upside? We say bullish when it's going to the upside, and when it's coming down, we say bearish. Even if you are into crypto, all right, you need to know how to read structure. That is the foundation. And as far as I'm concerned, that is even one of the things that a strong stuff that you need to really equip yourself. You need to know how to read structure. All right. And apart from knowing how to read structure, you need to know when the signs, the structure will give you to tell you, okay, at this point, you need to switch your bias, because switching your bias simply means something that has been bullish, like I said. You now see that it's now coming bearish. At what point will you now change your bias? All these things are what I'm going to be sharing with you guys. And apart from that, I tell you, as far as trading is concerned, forex is concerned, all strategies work perfectly well. There is no such thing as I have the best strategy. No. If anybody says that, the person is just lying. All right. Now, the only thing that will buttress that person's being a liar is that sometimes your strategy, after your analysis and all that, it fails. Does that mean that your strategy is not working? No. It just means that at that point, the strategy failed. All right. There is no 100% strategy. All right. Like I said, all the strategy, they all work perfectly well. Now, for you to be consistent and be a good trader, professionals will tell you, you need to, out of many strategies. Me, I know all the strategy, but do I trade all? No. You have to master one. At every point in time, that is what you will be using to trade. Master only one. If you are trading support and resistance, before you now personalize it, you now take it as your strategy. You have to do a back test. And how do you do a back test? Go to your demo account. All right. Take like 100 trades to 200 trades. Some people will say maybe 10, 15. No, take like 100 to 200 trades, between 100 to 200 trades. Then be very sincere and truthful to yourself. Any time you make loss, that the strategy fail, register, as in you need to have a journal where you document everything that happens. All right. So by the time you take like 100 trades like this, when you make losses, you make gains, and your entry point, your exit point, that is your target, your stop loss, the pips of your stop loss, all those things, you need to document everything. After you must have done all of that, taking 100 trades to 200 trades, then you now check and see what you were doing right and what you were doing wrong, and see whether that strategy is still is working. If it's above 60% or even 50%, you are okay, because no strategy is 100%. Once you are able to do the back testing, as another part, you can even be taking pictures, all right, the screenshot of all the trades, all the 100 trades, or document them. By the time you are done, you discover that all out of all the 100%, you are able to get like 60%, you are okay. Then what you need to do is stick to that strategy. Stick to that strategy. You open your chart to do your analysis. What are you looking for? You have what you are looking for. You already know what you cannot be looking for everything in the forex market. You cannot be looking for everything. There is a particular thing you need to look for. And once that thing shows up, you take action. That's all. Even if at the end of the day, it goes against you, that is why we have what we call stop loss order. That stop loss order takes you out of the market at that point where you now discover that your analysis is wrong. Or at that point where the trend is now going against you, it takes you out. It stops you out. It helps you to cut your losses immediately. So you must stick to one strategy. If it's support and resistance, stick to support and resistance. If you are trading other block, like we would trade SMC trader, smart money concept. I trade smart money concept. You guys should know by now. All right. All we need to do is to analyze the market and wait for price to come to the other block that cause the break of structure. You can call it a demand zone. All right. Some people will say they trade support and resistance. Some people will say they trade demand and supply. That is their strategy. It's okay, but everything boils down to, okay, let me show you something. This is a chart, all right, gold and USD, all right. You can see I've already done my analysis for the week ahead. I've done my analysis. I've done my analysis on gold, all right. You can now see, for example, price has been going up like this. One moment. Price has been going like this. Like I showed you before, he got to this, he created a high, then he came back, created a low, push like this, then breaking structure to the downside. What happened? This level is now regarded as what? The last support level, right? Last support level. Then he pushed, he created a resistance, he broke this level. All right? Having broken this level, what happened? We now see a market shift. All right. But you're saying market shift because price came and created a low. This low, this support here, supposed to create a demand that's supposed to go up and break this structure to the upside. But he failed. When he got here, he only stopped shy and he failed. All right. What happened? And he pushed to the downside, creating a break of structure here. So we'll now say here, market shift, or some people will call it change of character. We are now saying at this point now, we are now in a bearish trend. All right. So at this point, all you need to do now, at this point, when price got to this very point now, all you need to do is, as a trader, you come here like this. You are waiting for price to pull back to this level, all right? To pull back to this level, because if you put your fib 2 now, because when price is pushing to the downside, all right, with your fib, the upside, the resistance side will now be a premium level. Then the support side will now be a discount level. All right, so you must wait for price to pull back into the discount level from 50% and above, like I've taught us before. Let me quickly show us so that you guys will understand. You see, I click here, you will see 100%. Then I will now put the 0% here. All right, I will now put the 0% to this point. All right, so that anything between 0% to 50%, this is a discount level. Anything between 50% to 100%, this is premium level. And because we are coming down, we are bearish now because of this market shift that has happened and a break of structure. Now, what we should be expecting is for price. Now, when price got to this point, then we are expecting price to come back, push into a premium level. All right, to push into a premium level. Okay, let's take for example, when you want to sell something, do you sell it cheap or you sell it at a high price? If you buy something of maybe $100 and you want to sell it to somebody, you cannot sell it that same $100. No, you have to sell it above the $100. That is what we are saying. That is what we meant by premium level. Because if you sell from here, it's too cheap. You need to wait for price to climb, all right? Push into that premium level, above that level you bought that thing. For example, I'm giving you an instance, all right? And now that he has entered the premium level, you wait for a reaction from there. Then you can now sell to the downside. The same thing applies when you want to buy. You wait for price. All right, when you want to buy, for example, let me remove this. When you want to buy, let's assume price from here. Let me remove this so that you guys will understand. Let's say you want to buy, price is here. All right, price is here. And you know, it's okay, let me wait until price got here. Price now got here. Will you buy from here? No. You have to wait for price to come back to this point between 50 to 60% here. Between 50, are you guys seeing it? Between 50 to 60%. Anything below the 50%, because you see where I put this 100%, this 100%, I put it where the support level is, all right? Where the support level, as a matter of fact, you can even use this place because this is what really caused the break of structure to the upside, all right? This work because at this point it was just a change of character that now happened or a market shift that now happened. But this is the actual point that now caused the break of structure to the upside, taking out this high. All right. So you put your 100% here, put your 0% here. So between 50% to 60%, even down to 100%, this is what we call discount level. Because you want to buy so that you can sell high, you have to buy low. Let the price come to your discount level. And when we say discount level, like if you let's say you go to a shop and they say, okay, now this week we are offering Black Friday. That is discount. They are saying they will discount, they remove some amount from the price, from the actual price. All right, they remove some amount from the actual price. Now in forex, when you want to buy, you allow price to come into a discount level so that you can buy cheap. Then when the price now starts rising, you can sell high. But when you are buying, when you want to sell, when the trend is bearish, you wait for price to come to a premium level. You wait for price to come to a premium level because we are going down this way. You wait for price to come to a premium level above 50, no matter how little it is, but let price trade into that premium level. Then you now sell so that after selling high, you will now come to the downside. And when there's a change of character, or rather when price gets to a support level and is pushing back, you now have to buy so that you can sell when price is going high. That is how to trade, guys. Follow me for more. Subscribe, share my video. Come to us. We offer mentorship as well. One-on-one coaching so that we explain this thing to you. Even if you are trading cryptocurrency, we will tell you how to read structure in a smart way. Thank you so much.